Marty, we hardly ever pick up a trade journal or even magazines and newspapers that we don't read about some group that is out to get the producers of children's television programs. Do you get a lot of this kind of flack?
Yeah, we hear it all the time, except I really must admit that we are not a target, because I guess we just, being kind of the first producers of the live programs with Puff and Stuff 4 years ago or 5 years ago now, they kind of let us alone. But we get a couple of pot shots here and there.
Yes. Is it that, do you think that you're not attacked so much because that you're into a kind of, I don't want to say traditional kind of children's entertainment, but you're not into anything terribly controversial, are you, as far as children's entertainment? You're there really to entertain the kids.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
And I think because we are live, the animated shows have taken, I think, a pretty good beating on, from all the pressure groups and I guess from Washington. But I guess all of children's programming is really under fire because of what may be going on in Washington right now. And I sure hope that that they ease up on it, because I think that children's programming has come a long way. And this year being the first year that there are other producers of live shows, and that's really was my complaint, that there really wasn't enough variety. Up until this year, we were the only show to compare ourselves to. So now, at least there are other producers that are going to be doing live shows, and so there's less animated shows and more live shows, and variety, I guess, is where it should really be.
Marty, have you ever had to go to appear before any sort of committee or seminars of study groups or anything like that?
No one's asked me yet.
No one's asked you?
No.
Do you find that rather strange?
I think so. I really do. I think that it is strange because we have produced 5 or 6 television series for kids, and I guess we really do know where it's happening for kids to some extent. We, as you know, we're at Six Flags every year, and we produce shows at all the Six Flag parks, and we go to Madison Square Garden in New York with our shows, and we play to millions of kids every year. And I really think that my brother and myself have a fair idea of where it's happening, and I think we've got a sense of responsibility to what to do in an entertainment sense.
Marty, what is your stand with the groups that would like to see all commercials taken out of children's TV programs?
I think that it's going to be a sad day. I think that we'll have Saturday morning filled with how to learn to speak Chinese or something like that. I really think without the sponsors, and the networks have really done a lot to keep the standards of children programming up. I think that there's been a big swing in since I've been in children's programming. The sponsors are, I think, getting beat up really good, and I think that they would come around, but if they really put all of these stringent rules on them, I think they're all going to leave Saturday morning, because it doesn't pay for them to advertise on Saturday morning. And the minute the advertisers leave, you're not going to be able to produce the quality shows, because quality costs money. Mm-hmm. And it'll be a sad day if the sponsors start leaving, and I think they're going to start leaving. Mm-hmm. That's really where the pressure is really going to right now. Mm-hmm. And I hope that there's a turnaround.
Mm-hmm. How do you answer the people who say that it isn't good for the children, the underprivileged children, and the children of the very lowest socioeconomic groups to be watching television, and I'm looking at a TV set right now, not meaning to, but to watch television and to see, toys and various and sundry things pitched and in such a way that these children know that it's beyond reality for them, and that this tends to, have some sort of scars for these children. How do you answer that?
Well, I don't personally believe that, because that comes right back to the simple question of, you can really relate that to the violence question. We live in a world today of the haves and the have-nots, and we live in a world today of hope and looking forward to having. And that is really, I think, an important premise. I think if you take television away and you don't show them the toys, and you don't show them all those kinds of things, that they're still going to have a life where they're going to be surrounded by that kind of situation. And I think by hiding that situation, I really can't believe that taking it away from them on television is going to be the cure-all. I think that's like keeping the kid in the closet while the 6 o'clock news is on. You know, the 6 o'clock news is a real thing, and it's happening, and you really can't hide your children from that. And I'm not a psychologist, or I don't know where you get those answers, but I cannot believe that, you know, taking those toy commercials away or those cereal commercials is going to, you know, help poor children. I really don't.
Marty, thanks for stopping by today to talk with us, and we'll quickly mention, of course, that two of Marty Kroft's current productions on NBC, Sigmund and the Sea Monsters,
Right.
and the Land of the Lost. Marty, thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.